That was a storage box?
Just type in storage and it should pop up.
I have secure storage chest and storage box.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, the box.
Did I destroy it?
No, you just, yeah, you have to destroy it twice. The first one just gets rid of password. So you need nails, which will be in the iron chest. You need 10 nails.
Iron. Step back from this real quick. I'm down to 16 frames.
Okay, I'm at 60, so it ain't the server. Not skipping any.
Secure storage chest.
It looks like a box and not the small one, right?
No, I don't have the box. I don't have the small one.
Huh?
I only have the small chest.
Okay,
available.
so when you type storage.
Okay, got it. Never mind.
Okay.
Gosh. Craft. What do you think about those tornadoes, Mark?
That was fucked up, wasn't it? Did you have to work that?
I was working that night, and if it would have been about 10 miles south, we would have got destroyed in Germantown.
So they didn't call Germantown police in to help out?
No.
Okay.
Thank God. But the day after, I went up to Paul's brother's house, and it went right through where he lives.
Yeah.
It's actually Paul's rental house.
Right. Mom said it tore the roof off.
Yeah.
Was he there when it happened?
Yeah. Paul was on the phone with him, and he was like, "It's coming right at you," and the phone went dead, and they just ran.
Oh my god!
But
Oh, they had a basement.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like I'm not even kidding. It's like an apocalypse up there. There's just people walking around and just wandering around. There's just rubble everywhere. It's like a game. It's like you're in a game.
Jesus.
Or a movie. It's off the hook. Off the hook.
When you posted that video on Facebook of all that lightning, where were you at? Were you in Germantown?
That was in Germantown, yeah.
So you were looking north?
I was looking north, yeah.
Yeah. I had no clue about it. I was gaming. Didn't have a clue.
You guys are nuts.
Well, fortunately, this happened north of us. So, I mean, I there was no rain here, no bad wind, no weather. It was north of me but it was only like 30 minutes drive north.
Right.
But I absolutely didn't hear anything.
I live with earthquakes and volcanoes and random large carnivores. I got no problem with it. It's when the sky decides to become like the pinky of God and reach down onto the planet to let me know exactly how insignificant I am. That's not where I want to live.
And it's random.
Yeah, like
yeah,
I want to win the lottery.
Welcome back, Lizard Man. How'd the work go?
All right, so what's our plan right now?
Well, my plan is to go get some water in the desert. There's a swimming pool. I'm going to grab some water from. You guys can go and kill some zombies, and then it's going to be nighttime, and we'll just mine through the night and gather points. And then tomorrow, I was telling Abandoned that there's a city south of the desert, a big city. I think you've been there. Yeah, Dylan, you've been there with us. And we need to explore it more and mark all the POIs. I'll be right back.
Okay.
BEERRUN.
Hold on. Think's blowing up my phone. Probably wanting to thing or some shit like
Some stupid shit like that.
She just want to know what Daddy doing.
that to give her a cookie.
A
Oh my
rocket
God.
ship shaped cookie.
Oh my God. All right, where are
You
we
didn't see that, right?
at? I saw you, but did you fall?
Maybe.
Mhm.
Damn it.
Guess I'm gonna go northwest. We haven't really been that way yet.
It's almost 8 o'clock at night.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay. What did I come in here for again? Oh yeah, smoothie.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to the desert to get some water.
Blueberries, snowberry extract. How do I make snowberry extract?
Need to make a. Oh, here, pig. Yeah, piggy. I can't. There's a pig outside, guys, somewhere. Somebody wants to try to find it, but I've got to go. It's 2000.
I just grabbed like 700 units of snow. I wanted to make a smoothie, and it was giving me a lot of experience points.
Yeah, well, that's great. That's awesome, because you can turn snow into water.
I just need cornmeal and snowberries.
Oh my god, why is my stamina so damn low? Okay, let's fix that problem.
Can I even make cornmeal? Alright. Oh, I can't make any of this stuff.
Yeah, you have to get your master chef up to make stuff.
Dang, I found the iron reinforced club and a padded chest armor.
Oh shit. Think. I'm not sure what padded vest armor is.
It's like cloth armor.
Oh, okay.
It's a light armor that.
I think because I'm able to make armor, but I think we're going to want light armor, light iron armor versus heavy armor, because moving fast is important in this game. How many fucking arrows is this guy gonna take? Yeah, I think that is the way to go, to be honest.
The padded armor takes cloth and duct tape.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother. Do not make it, but I mean, wear it because it'll be light
Uh-huh.
and it's better than nothing. The steel armor, though, you tried it on and it was. Did it slow you down?
It's like being like a full row over encumbered.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It was nice to be able to get hit and look at my health and be like,
Right.
hey, that was 5 hit points. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. But you gotta be able to hit them, back up, run from them when you need to. So the steel armor and the heavy iron armor, I don't think is worth it.
Yeah, that scrap iron stuff.
So I'll actually I'll look at that tonight. Maybe I can make us some make them just a bunch of light armor. We got the iron.
Do we have? I gotta read about something real quick.
And I'm back. Good, it was quick. Oh my god, what did I walk into? I don't know. Lady Spud, what were we discussing? Sexting? Come on.
Uh-huh.
Off with your head.
You could choose a cornmeal. Oh, no, I need to close
Shit. Sweet. Get a deer.
Do what?
I just got a deer.
Oh, nice. Do you have an iron knife, Dylan?
I just got a hunting knife.
Oh, that's what I meant, a hunting knife.
Yeah.
I
I need to make.
don't have one of those.
Yeah, I need to make. I was just going to say I need to make one for you. Jesus.
Is that a nail gun?
Shit.
Yeah.
Holy hell. I just shot an elk. But
An elk?
He took off running, or a giant deer or something. I got him. Oh my god.
It's. Pink. Pink posted?
Dang. I just got 54 meat. Cool.
Damn. 54 meat from a deer?
I killed 2 deer
Oh, okay, okay.
on this
I
trip.
was about to be like, wow, we need to go track down deer. To heck with them bears.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. We got a ton of meat.
Did we ever get a grill?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we got grills on all the things. We're making meat stew.
What's the third thingy? Is that like a pot? Pressure cooker?
Um Yep. Well, it's not showing the symbol, so I don't even know if you can. The third thingy? What's up with that? Oh, that's a beaker. Why is this one locked? Oh, there's stuff cooking in here. Okay, okay.
Should be.
There, okay. Had some stuff in it that wasn't cooked. Okay.
Oh. Okay. Are we putting? Yep, there they are. Okay, never mind.
Where are
What is it doing?
the?
Potted plant. I know I grabbed it, just kind of being silly, but I'll just put it in my chest. Never mind.
Do we have a? Where are we putting our feathers at?
Ammunition.
Hmm.
It's going to take a while to get used to where everything's at, but once you do, it'll be like natural.
Medical. There it is.
Um.
There we go. Nitrate powder and coal. Is that our raw material stuff? Okay. We have a
Did anyone
lot
find
of
the pig?
You what?
Did anyone find the pig? You said you heard a pig out here somewhere.
Oh shit, I just heard it right now. He's close. He's somewhere around here. I'll go north, Dylan. I've already been south. You go you go west.
Do zombies sprint at night?
Yes.
I'm out here looking for bacon.
I hope we find it soon. Fuck, we could hear him from inside the base. Right? You guys heard it too?
I did not, but I thought I just heard it a second ago.
I heard it. It was faint. So, okay.
Nope, he gone.
Shit.
Did we check to the east? In front of
Checking
the place?
northeast right now. Just kind of sweeping around.
Now, he takes 3 hits with the bow, and do not let him hit you, because...
Yeah, he will wreck your life.
Man.
Oh, maybe he's across the street?
I'm out here in the dark looking for...
I don't see him.
Okay, screw it.
Yeah, it's not like we don't have plenty of meat. Jesus.
Yeah. Okay.
Why is this guy red? Nope. Nope.
Where's
Nope.
this? Well, it's not red for me. Okay, when you guys get on top of the roof, go into options and then video. And what is your gamma set on?
77.
Okay. Mine's at 60.
38.
Okay. Probably 60.
What does your gamma do?
It's brightness.
Hmm.
Well, if you get it too high up, it just screws up the game. But 60 works pretty good. As far as being able to see at night, that'll probably help you a little bit, Abandon.
What just happened to my... Oh no. There we go. Full screen. Yes. Apply.
Is that better?
What just happened? Whoops. Oh, there's stuff out there in the nighttime. Well, that's
Yes.
cool.
So you can see a little better at nighttime?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
That's nifty biscuits.
Okay, so
I'm stuck. A cornstarch.
oh,
Was it
what's going
snow?
fucking on? Are you kidding me? You piece of shit game.
Snowberry and that thing. Sites, yeah. Master Chef. Oh, I want science, yeah. Or yeah, science. Something like that. Gasoline, oil, hubcap mines. Eehee.
Let's make 30 of these. How many,
Sand.
how many can I make? 4?
Feathers, yellow.
1. What's it? Oh, I've only got 9 of them. Okay, so I'm making 30 yucca juice things. So if we know we're going into the desert, we'll get a couple of yucca juices and use those.
Can,
And that'll help.
can you make the yucca smoothies?
No, I don't have the. There's something in science I need for that. Hell is a yucca smoothie? Maybe it
It's
helps
got a
you survive
little...
severely cold environments. Oh shit! Oh my god! But it takes berry extract, so we would need berries for that.
And it takes cornstarch to make the snowberry extract.
Oh shit! Okay.
Can I scrap this cooking grill or should we save it?
Probably save it.
Yeah, just throw it in the iron chest thing.
Okay.
Like the iron is like for iron, but it's also for iron things that we make, like cooking pots and shit like that.
Okay. just saw glue like 2 seconds. Up there it is. Glue. Material. Forged iron. Are you serious?
What?
I
Grab something?
No, I pressed R while looking in this metal chest.
Mine now, bitch.
Have fun with that.
Oh my god.
That shit better be organized exactly the way I had it. God damn it.
To the best of my recollection, it won't be.
Oh, I know. Get frames. Oh my god. 17 minutes ago. Well, I'll wait till we're off because it's back to 60 now, but I'm gonna have to restart this freaking server. Holy shit.
Jesus, where did we get all these gas cans from?
You can turn them into fuel barrels.
Gas cans.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
and,
lead. I need to put that over there.
Electric, gas, and oil.
Oh yeah. Well, that's going to, when we can make the motorcycles with these big pitchforks, with this big metal, it's not a pitchfork, it's a metal blade that shoots out, that we can drive them and run over zombies and shit with them. It's got storage on it too.
It sounds like that's how I'm going to die.
I've never made one yet, believe it or not.
Oil. Where did I get oil?
Did we find those gas cans while looting?
Yeah. We hit up a gas station, I think, or I did.
Oh no. These are bullets.
Could you?
Feathers.
I want to get regular water out there.
Yeah, so where these tornadoes come through, these gas stations around there are selling cases of water for like 12 and 13 bucks a case. I was like, you eye gouging.
They should arrest those fuckers.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think too.
Or just go in and somebody go in and just fucking rob them.
I was working for a grocery store up here, and about the time that giant wildfire in Alaska, where we burned like the entire state of Rhode Island, went through, the corporate grocery stores were jacking the price of water up while the local stores were dropping it down.
Oh my god.
And the city that I live next to, they had a water tap, like an array of water taps, and you could just go over there, turn them on, and fill up. Well, it was declared a state of emergency.
They should.
The
news, the local news should be broadcasting that, shaming the fuck out of these people.
Oh, there's people looting all over the place. There's just people running into stores and stealing shit, stealing cases of beer and stuff.
Well, that's the thing, though. They'll loot, but the first thing they go for is the booze.
Right. Yeah. It doesn't help that you're in the shithole of Dayton.
Trotwood.
Yeah.
When that, and this was like in 2013, when that hurricane that, I forget what the name of it was. So the hurricane hit Texas, went up through and then hit Ohio. Okay, and the winds like blew shit down, and I was without power for 2 fucking weeks. 2 weeks without power.
God.
That was a son of a bitch. I would have to get, and so I'm out on the deck. I spent my days out on the deck, you know, listening to the radio and buying batteries to keep the you know, the radio going 24/7,
And ice in your cooler.
and ice in the cooler every day, every morning. Get up, go get ice.
Yep.
Drive 30 minutes to get ice because there was no freaking ice you know, where I live. Do what, Abandon?
When I was really little, I must have been like 4 or 5. So this is late 80s, early 90s. There was a giant snowstorm that came through, and it just dropped feet. I mean, I remember my mom having to like carry my little brother, who's just a couple years younger than me, and I had to walk in the tracks behind my older brother, and he was walking behind my mom because we just couldn't like get through the snow otherwise.
Jesus.
The roads were closed. I don't even remember how long. I mean, I was really little, but it was to the point where like we were hitting the end of the shelves in our pantry, and we couldn't even leave to go get more groceries because the plow trucks would go by and they'd clear the roads, but they'd leave the snow at the end of your driveway. So there's this like 3 feet of snow, and then there's like a 9-foot berm, and then there's a clear road. And my mom had a little Jeep Eagle. I don't know if you guys remember what those are.
Yep.
They were like the all-wheel drive. They can go anywhere, but you really don't want them to cars.
Right. Yeah.
And my mom was just losing her mind. This is back in the time of landlines, calling the borough maintenance office, screaming at them because my baby brother Nick, he had asthma, and so it was like if he had an asthma attack and they plowed us in, that was it for my baby brother.
Wow. So it's kind of a hoot and a half living up here. I was gonna say perks of
It's
life.
kind of a hoot and a half living up here. Oh god.
I mean, I keep a good 40 or 50 pounds of rice, beans, and noodles in the bottom of my pantry in these 5-gallon buckets. I don't live too far from a lake, so I can get water, and my house is made out of wood, so I can build a fire if I need to, at least once.
At least once. I remember Mom came over and she dropped off some McDonald's. She came over one morning and dropped me off some, bought a McDonald's breakfast for me from where she lived at, and come over and dropped it off to me. I was like, thank you, Mommy.
This is the best thing I've ever gotten.
Exactly. It was the best damn breakfast I think I ever ate. I moved to NC, North Carolina, I think, a month after a hurricane went through. And so got lucky, then moved a week before one hit again. Damn.
I was stationed in Charleston, South Carolina when Hurricane Katrina blew past the southern tip of Florida, and we were hundreds of miles away, but the surf, the swells, and everything, they were huge coming off of that thing. Like,
well,
we
think
weren't allowed
about it,
to.
though. Think about it. That's the hurricane that hit Texas. I live in Ohio, and
Right,
it affected us that bad. Think about that. I mean, holy shit. What's the odds?
It
My
wiped Louisiana
backyard.
off the map.
my backyard was covered in leaves and tree limbs. The wind was just crazy. It was insane. It was insane.
Okay.
When you lose internet for 2 weeks, I mean, I don't know. It was just bizarro world. And I'm sitting at the, it was the local Rite Aid. They said they were going to have an ice delivery at 1 o'clock at a certain time. And I got there like an hour before and sat there with these people, like a bunch of people. And we sat there for 3 hours. And finally I got up and said, fuck it, and just walked away. I'll be back. No, wait. Want to do more sexting. Oh, she's so...
Stand by.
Focus at work. Or, do your job.
When you get off, you can do the other job.
Yeah, exactly, Tink.
When you get off, you can get off.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
kind of how it goes.
Oh my god. All right, so what do I need for mining? Anyone?
A miner's helmet doesn't hurt, but we
Got
have
one of those.
I think it's in the tools, weapons. There should be an iron pickaxe if you can make one.
I got a steel fire axe. Okay, iron pickaxe. Yes, I need to make one of those.
I'm not smart enough to make one. I gotta get the advanced tool construction.
I need some forged iron.
There's some, I think like 400 bits of it in the iron steel chest.
I just told her, I'm telling chat you want the sixth when you message me.
Oh no.
This ought to be a good response.
Okay, I have glass panes, lead weights, steel arrows. I'm gonna go put those in the ammunition chest. I don't
Why
need to
can
use
I not
those.
craft this? I have forged iron and I have wood. What the hell?
Put the
You
glass
have the advanced.
glass panes in the raw materials chest, because we're like putting the sand and glass in that same chest. What did you say, Dylan?
Well, let me craft this iron pickaxe, and I have forged iron and
Well,
wood.
you can't. There's perks. It's okay. So if
I have
you
to unlock shit. Yeah.
if that like the guy with the college graduation hat is grayed out, that means there's a perk that you need, and that perk is go to intellect, go to hammer and forge, and that is you need level 2 of that.
Yeah.
Okay, shit. Thanks for reminding me that, Dylan. I need to make you some.
Well, shit, I got 3 points available.
How am I cold?
What should I do? What should I do?
Okay, let's look through what you have now. Let me go through mine. Okay, so, well, the first thing, Skull Crusher. Do you have that up to level 2?
Level 1.
Okay, I would get that up to level 2. Whatever it takes.
It won't let me buy it. You must increase your attribute strength before purchasing this perk.
Okay, so go up to attribute. Did it tell you what level?
Let's see.
If you go to Skull Crusher and hover over the lock symbol, it'll tell you what level you need.
Where the hell did Skull Crusher go? I don't see the lock symbol.
Well, it'll be the grid. Well, you click on Skull Crusher and then to the right.
Specializes in causing head trauma. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, below that. So, what level do you have?
Oh, strength level 3.
What?
Strength level. I have level 1 in Skull Crusher.
Okay,
And
can
to
you
get level 2, it says I need strength level 3.
Okay, so go up to strength and then upgrade it to 3. And that gives you increased melee block damage. So what are you in strength?
I'm level 3 now. I just bought 2 of them.
Okay, so then now you can go back down to Skull Crusher and get the second one. So blows to the head do 40% more damage with your melee weapon.
Cool. All right.
Now the next one is strength level 5. But again, you know, pack mule. I got my pack mule up to level 3. Sexual Tyrannosaurus, I've got it to level 2. Healing factor, I've got it up to level 2.
And I go freezing cold when I go outside.
What are you wearing?
The plant fiber hat, a leather poncho, padded chest armor, plant fiber shirt.
Platted chest. Okay, the chest armor. Click on it, and what are the attributes of it? Any of it negative?
No.
Okay.
I wonder if the padded armor doesn't provide more insulation.
Cold resistance 0, heat resistance 0.
Okay, the armor does nothing.
Effect resistance is 200%. Armor rating 2, stamina 0, mobility 0, max durability 180.
What was crazy in my life is up here in Alaska when I felt my first earthquake. So is there a lot of earthquakes in Alaska?
There's like 7 every day.
Oh my god, what the hell?
What the hell's going on with Alaska?
We have a giant fault line that runs right along. You know where those islands are that stretch out into the ocean?
Yeah.
And then there's that part that makes like a little jetty out towards Washington along Canada. It's like the northern edge of the Ring of Fire.
Oh.
So we have a lot of volcanoes and earthquakes. And it's not like, you know, they're you know, crisis-inducing earthquakes. A lot of them happen way away from civilization, so we don't even feel them. They just wiggle the needle on some instrument somewhere. Most of them are just like 1.2.
Okay. Well, that's good because you're not getting tsunamis ravaging you.
I think the last time we had a tsunami warning was that big earthquake that happened over near Japan. I think. I don't really remember hearing much about it.
The one that took out the nuclear reactor?
Yeah, I think that was it.
They're taking it down, and it's going to take 30 years to dismantle it.
Is that the one that had the documentary on?
Yeah. Fukushima. I'm pronouncing that right.
What's the one? Chiro, what is it?
Oh,
Or
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl, yeah. Chernobyl.
That one.
That was in
Man.
Russia. Well, Ukraine specifically. Shit, that's right. I haven't watched the last episode of Chernobyl because Tink worked, and I can't watch it till we can watch it together. God damn it!
My God, you whip motherfucker.
Yes, yes, exactly.
I start calling you Travis. Travis.
Oh, bitch! No, I haven't even near that level.
On the Chernobyl, Fukushima, SL1, SL7, like 3 Mile Island stuff, like a lot of it has to be when operators forget about like operational safeguards and stuff like that. And we, like SL1, they physically manipulated a control rod while the safeguards were overridden. So it
Well,
had
that sounds like Chernobyl.
it pretty much was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except SL1 or 7, I can't remember what the number was. It I think I was telling you about it, like it stapled a guy to the ceiling. They had to custom build a rig to go in there and get his body out.
Mm-hmm.
And he was so radioactive he killed the ambulance driver.
Oh my.
Jesus.
That is so.
And what it was is so every nuclear power plant has something called a scram control circuit. And what it is when a certain set of conditions are met in the reactor, that scram control circuit goes, we're not doing this today, and shuts everything down. Like you have to reset the plant to restart it. So when they were physically manipulating control rods with that safeguard overridden, it didn't have the chance to say, no guys, don't do that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, nuclear power nowadays is pretty safe, pretty clean. It's
Well,
Fukushima happened
okay,
because
so
an
you
earthquake
say
cracked
that,
everything.
but I mean, I gather it's pretty safe and pretty clean in the U.S., but all the other countries that have nuclear power, is it pretty safe and pretty clean? That's my question.
Yes. So there's I think it's like 3 types of reactor. There's breeder reactors. Um, Hang on, let me remember this. So there's 2 functions in a reactor. There's a breeder reactor where they create like nuclear fuel, and they harvest the energy off of it to create power. And then there's fission fuel reactors, like everything else you see out there. The different designs, like a pressurized water reactor, it's kind of like a pressure cooker. You heat up water with these rocks and it builds up pressure, and you just kind of keep it from boiling, keep the water liquid by increasing the pressure or decreasing the temperature. And we use water a lot because it's safer.
That's why they're mostly by rivers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
Or as the Japanese thought it would be a smart thing to do, put it right near the fucking ocean,
yeah.
where it's prone for tsunamis. Okay, what they should have done was figured, okay, what's the biggest tsunami that's ever happened, and build the wall twice that. You know what I mean?
Here's what we've seen. Now here's what we expect.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like a lot of reactors nowadays, I think Japan even has one that they can like deploy out of the back of an airplane, and it's so safe and it regulates itself so well that all you do is hook up to it. It takes care of everything else itself. and it can run, I think it was like for 50 years or something like
Holy
that,
shit.
and it doesn't need anybody to do anything other than to make sure all the lights are green. And that's the level of technology we have nowadays. So all the like Chernobyls, all the 3 Mile Islands, like they were lessons we had to learn to, you
Yeah.
know, get where
So,
we're at now.
so abandoned. When you were in the Navy, you worked on a nuclear reactor submarine or something like that.
Yes, I
Uh,
worked on a fast attack submarine out of Pearl Harbor.
okay. So, explain to me how you can put a nuclear reactor, which is massive, and make it go into a submarine.
So when you see nuclear power plants, you're looking at something that's designed to generate enough power to sustain a city.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
those giant uh, pillars that you see, the ones that are kind of like hourglass shaped,
Cooling
those are
towers.
cooling towers.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they're huge and everything else. How they do it with like Carnival cruise ships, which I believe are still nuclear power. Um,
Are you kidding me?
Do you know how much diesel fuel they would need to put that thing through the
A
water?
Carnival cruise ship is nuclear powered?
I want
Wow.
to say that Carnival has nuclear powered cruise ships. It was a job that I could have applied for when I got out.
Oh
I don't know if
my
they still have them.
god. I did not know that. I thought it was just like military shit. I didn't know. Okay.
Wow.
So to keep the reactor cool, um, one, the plant is tended to all the time. It's never left to operate on automatic controls. Two, the cooling source for it is ginormous.
Yeah, because you're in the water.
Yeah. um, I don't know if we can talk about that. Hang on. For size comparison, if the cooling source was, say, the size of a standard bathtub, our nuclear power plant, like the actual nuclear part of it, would be about the size of a common bathroom trash can. You know, they're small, teeny tiny little things. They
But
don't
the
have
thing
to.
is, they only have to produce enough power for a small thing,
Right.
like you said. Okay. Okay. I get it now.
Um,
Okay. I get it now.
the Navy takes the nuclear power plant program very, very, very seriously. Um, you can, like, I was a mechanic, I was a machinist mate. You can graduate a mechanic school and not make it to nuke school. If you don't have high enough marks, you do something
Yeah.
called not shooting the gap, not passing well enough as a mechanic to go to be a nuclear mechanic. And
So one of these Carnival cruise ships, okay,
mhm.
uh, what if something happens on their cruise ship? How much, like something like goes bad and you have a meltdown? How bad is the effect of that?
um, worst case scenario, absolute worst case scenario, something bad happens while the compartment that the reactor is held in is open. Nobody on the cruise ship survives more than I think 10 years. And that's just from radiation exposure and cancer. And that's like the absolute
So
worst
is
case
there any
scenario.
fallout from that?
There, there. This is kind of where we learn about the heartlessness of saving everybody. If any nuclear vessel reaches the point where taking care of it would endanger large population areas, they close all the doors on the outside of it and sink it
Okay.
because the pressure and temperature of the ocean is enough to normally
Mm.
shut down the reaction. Like it'll sit there in slow decay. Um, They'll verify that the control rods and stuff like that from some remote sensor at the bottom, or they'll try to.
So there's not enough uranium in it to make it a big deal. Is that what I'm getting? Because it's
So
just enough to power a small ship, or even a big ship. I guess wouldn't take that much uranium, right? Because I think, like at Chernobyl, they said there were like tons of uranium fuel in the rods
hmm
or something. So I'm yeah. So there's not tons of uranium. There's just a little bit, or how you
right.
know? Okay.
You're talking about we learned a lot of stuff from Chernobyl and 3 Mile Island, like how to disperse the radioactive material throughout the rods, so that it's not like we have super reactive part here but dead part there. It's pretty well dispersed throughout them, and it's because it's dispersed so well, we don't need a whole lot of it.
Oh, okay, 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 cool. Well,
And that
that's
was
good. I
another.
mean, if it's just a matter of sinking the ship, and yeah, I mean,
And
even if
I
there
think the big
is uh, a lot of people on the ship, that's better than wiping out a city. You know what I mean?
mhm. um
But I'm guessing that getting to that critical point, they've got enough safeguards in there. I'm hoping that a private company, I'm guessing the government controls or has regulations to make sure they, you know, that don't happen.
Yes. So Westinghouse, General Electric, and I can't remember the third company that made power plants for the military,
I'm gonna go get a beer.
but they are private companies, private contractors, usually major corporations that invest a lot of research and everything else. These power plants are designed just to inherently set themselves in a safe condition if nobody's paying attention.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
so I was one of the coolest things I learned about is how water actually becomes less effective at keeping the fission cycle going, like keeping the fuel burning as it gets warm. So if the reactor goes too warm, the water doesn't work quite as well, and the reactor calms down, and the water comes back down in temperature, and it just kind of sits there and waves back and forth until it reaches an equilibrium point. And it's usually like a very safe, very um, calm situation. There's there's like two types of neutrons, um, and the one that becomes dangerous is called the prompt neutrons. They're the ones that occur immediately when the fission fuel activates. And they're the dangerous ones because there's another type of neutron called the delayed neutron. And when they show up, because there's so many more, they man, hang on, get back here. I don't is that how do you split a stack again? Right click.
Yeah.
And it's like we design the plants to operate on the delayed neutrons, ignoring the prompt neutrons. And if it ever gets close to where we could maintain the plant off of the prompt neutrons, the scram circuit says no, we're not doing this, and it shuts the power off to the control rods, and then there's springs and everything else that just shut the reactor down.
Good,
And
good,
basically,
good,
if you
good.
ever
You've